Oh, well, hey, babe. It's jamithatsme here. Welcome back to my channel, honey. Let's go ahead and get into the latest episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Let's talk. Oh, all right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into some things. So Jen is at the house with her assistants. First of all, they went around to check on the ladies and see how they were doing. Okay, we got to see some of the interactions with the family. Then they jumped over here to Jen Shaw and all of her assistants. But one of them, I guess, wasn't her assistant. He ended up being her nephew, which I kind of assumed. I was like, this must be her husband's, you know what I'm saying, little cousin or something like that, nephew, whatever. So that's who it ended up being. Okay. She actually pulls him to the side because she wants to have a conversation with him. And she talks to him about how she was really going through a tough time when her father passed and how her and his uncle, okay, her and her husband were not on great terms based on that. And she just wanted to apologize to him because she knows that he looks at them as though they're his second parents. And at one point, you know, he was living out in LA, South Central or something like that. And he reached out to her and he was like, yo, I need your help. I need to get my family up out of here, right? She never responded for roughly a year or however long. And then shortly after that, she finally, once she got out of the funk that she was in, she decided to reach out to him. And now she has him and his family living with her. But is it me or did we not see them when the other family came to the house to eat? Did we not see them? I don't remember. It seemed like maybe it was just Jen family coming to the house. I'm like, if they stay with you, girl, when was this? When did this happen, honey? Okay, let's go ahead and move on. So he accepts her apology. He says that he was really glad that they were able to work it out because he does look at them like they say his second parents. Okay, he grew up with a single mom, right? So he didn't have his dad, so he's always able to go to them as another layer, you know, of advice or I guess protection or whatever he feels he needs from them. Okay, later on we can see where Jen feels like, okay, now that I've smoothed everything over with my nephew, things don't have to be as bad. Let me try to smooth over some other relationships that I've had. Okay, now that I'm completely out of that space of where I was. So she decides to go and hit up Miss Heather. She FaceTimes Heather. Heather is a bit shocked and surprised to see that Miss Girl done hit her up. She talks about how she wants to link up with Heather. Heather cool with that. Heather says that it's fine. There were some things that Jen said about Heather at that reunion and prior, girl. She done said some things. She said that lady, what she told that lady, she looked like Shrek. Talk about she ain't getting no acting gigs unless it's one of Shrek and somebody else. I said, oh, this bitch, she could not be my friend, girl. That ain't no friend, okay? But I guess it's, I don't know which one's worse. And maybe they're just as equal. For a person to be sitting up there retweeting negative things about you and talking down on you, or the person being out there telling your motherfucking business after you've been there free and you've confided in them. Girl, either way, I know I don't want nothing to do with it, honey. Okay, so good luck. All right. So they have agreed that they're gonna have a sit down, talk about things and kind of sort things out because that's what Heather wants anyway, for some reason. I don't know why she crazy about Miss Jen Shaw, but honey, she is. So okay then, girl. So next we can see Miss Heather. Let me go ahead and put my images up here so that you guys can see who these wonderful ladies are. Okay, there we go. So next we have Meredith. Meredith FaceTimes her son Brooks, okay? Her husband Seth ended up coming in with some diamond mask on, girl. I guess he was up there scaring the dog or whatever. She's happy to have him back because y'all know her father has passed. And I think this is what kind of has made them get a bit closer with her father passing, unfortunately, and him being back in Utah like a bit more, okay, than what he normally has been. It's kind of like he's been there for her and been her support system for sure while he's been there. So things are getting better between the two of them. So I'm happy because I like Seth and I love me some Meredith. So I'm happy to see that their relationship is working out because he was working on one side of the country while she was living on the other, and he wanted her to relocate to come out there, and she was like, no, that's stupid. And she was right because he ended up working somewhere else, I guess like Mississippi. That's where he is now. So she's like, I would have moved out there only for you to not even be there and be in a whole nother location. No, where we are now, this is home. So this where you got to be. Cool, right? So we get a flashback, right? So she's sitting down with her husband. We get a flashback, and what we learn is that Jen has said a lot of negative things about her son. Her son Brooks brought it to Meredith's attention, letting her know that she was liking tweets about how people were saying that they wish Jen would slap him and call him a sissy or some out of line type of shit. that Jen should not have been liking. So she's been liking tweets and stuff like that. But how Meredith was trying to play it up, she was trying to say, well, maybe Jen is just projecting. He was like, she ain't projected. Not if she out here liking certain tweets, okay, when it speaks down on me. Okay, so yeah, no, all right. She tells her husband about it. Meredith says that Jen made some homophobic commentary about her son, as well as liking a ton of tweets. And she's kind of like trying to show that to him, and she feels like it's unfair because her son hasn't come out regarding his sexuality, and she doesn't get the right to speak on that, right? So that's how she's feeling. She's labeling her son before he can come out and label himself. That's not fair. And so Seth feels as though it's a misunderstanding. She said, a misunderstanding where? I don't know how you getting that it's a misunderstanding when I'm showing you the receipts right here. At the end of the day, do not speak on my mother and child. I don't speak on your children, girl. Do not speak on mine. And that's just that on that. And I was with Meredith. Meredith was telling her husband, like, baby, you know I'm a very calm person, honey. I don't be with all the rah-rah. But when you bring my children up in some shit, then I'm on your ass. And I was definitely with Meredith. Some part of me kind of felt like I ain't understand where her husband was coming from with giving grace to Miss Jen. I guess he didn't want to be a part of the Housewives drama because a lot of the other husbands aren't. But wrong is wrong and right is right. And I feel like Jen was definitely wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Mary at the house. Okay, she in there checking on her son. He laying up there very comfortable in his Gucci bedding. Okay, got a whole refrigerator in the bedroom, but I got nothing in it. I don't blame that baby. That baby said, girl, I don't need a whole lot of things. Give me a little water, give me a little fruit. Honey, I'm comfortable over here. I said, I bet that baby don't go downstairs for not a thing but to go out the door. He don't want to be bothered with y'all. Girl, that's how I be when they get older. They don't want to be bothered with nobody, but I can't sign it. Okay. She also wants to do this remodeling in her home because with her being in the pandemic, sitting at the house like everybody else, honey, started looking around at stuff, then looking at what you want to get. I think I ended up getting this little plant child during the pandemic. So it be like that sometimes where you be looking around like, oh girl, what else can I fix around here? Because you ain't got nothing to do but look at the walls, right? So she's trying to do some work in the house. And I said the first thing you should do, Miss Mary Mack, you need to get that green carpeting off. I don't know how you moved in it many years ago and thought that it was okay. No, ma'am. That would have been the first thing to go. And actually, I don't think she should have any carpet in that room. I don't know if it should be like, I don't want to say hardwood floor, maybe, but some other type of flooring. Maybe not tile, but whatever. Something glossy, something on the floor, but no carpet. Whatever she want to do, but no carpet. She needs to take that carpet completely out of that room. All that, the green accent stuff, girl, take it out. I am concerned with her having her cousin do all of this work for her. She already don't think that he reliable for real. So I'm like, girl, if you think he not reliable, why is you putting him in this house to help out? You need to go ahead and pay the money because we know you got it. It's taking the church's money. Girl, you need to go ahead and use the church's money and go out here and get somebody that's really going to be able to redo your home for you. Okay, maybe cousin can do like the flooring and stuff and a little bit on the chimney, right? But when it comes to the decor, you need to hire somebody for that because we don't trust your fashions and your decoring style, girl, up there in the house. So no, ma'am. But anyway, I don't blame her. But she goes to sit down with the cousin, honey. Mary is funny. Mary is funny, okay? So she speaks on her son and how he's getting older. He don't be really want her around. She just wants him to be healthy, though. At the end of the day, she wants him to have a healthy girlfriend. She goes on to say that she wants her son to have a healthy girlfriend because if he gets ready to go down there in that area, honey, and it smells like fish, he needs to leave her immediately because that's not how it's supposed to go down. I said, all right, then, Mary. You better let him know something, girl. I don't know if you need to take him to the market so he can smell fish or something like that. So he'll have a clear understanding as to what they smell like, okay? If it don't smell right, honey, you must have quit or whatever else. But some guys, I feel like they be smelling it. They probably don't be knowing what be going on, honey, and they just continue to move forward. Girl, go, Good line. Let's go ahead and move on. Lisa and Jenny. Okay, so Jenny gets the opportunity to meet Jen because Miss Lisa takes her over to her house. So she says that she feels like Jenny and Jen have some things in common, which I can see that they probably do. But I think that Jenny ain't gonna hesitate to get with Miss Jen at any moment because that's kind of like the personality that she gives off. Like she's not gonna bite her tongue for anybody, right? So Lisa wants to see and she wants to sew. She gets to Jen's house. She brings out some sewing machines. She's like, girl, we gonna sew some pants and we gonna wear them to dinner together. And Jen is confused because she like, BIT, girl, we don't even cook food together. We don't even cook at all. So what the hell do we look like? Sit up here trying to sew some pants. I said, girl, y'all finna look like a stone cold fool, but whatever y'all want to do, go ahead. So Lisa tells her about her breaking bread with Meredith and how Meredith is still in her feelings about the things that she said about her son. Now, at first, Jen was like, girl, I have apologized enough. I don't know how many more times I need to apologize. And then Miss Lisa said, well, girl, it's not really about that. You over there talking about the marriage, but it's about something else. It's about the things that you've said about her son, right? Now, mind you, Jen never denied that she said those things about the son. What Jen said was, she says that she doesn't know why Meredith has hurt feelings, and says that she has apologized multiple times. And then she goes on to say that she understands why she may be mad when it comes to her child, but she said it would never be any of that being said about her son had her son not said anything about her vagina. And I said, girl, go ahead, because I don't think that baby said anything negative about her vagina. From what I can recall, y'all let me know in the comments, that baby just said that he did not want to see your vagina. Girl, I don't want to see your vagina. Okay, girl, you finna go out there and make some comments about me? What the? No, ma'am. I don't even want to see your vagina. So I feel like there's nothing wrong with what that baby said. You just used this opportunity to attack that child. Okay, and you was wrong for that. And I don't care if Brooks is 18, 20, whatever. Brooks never got wrong with her. Brooks never said anything to her for her to go wrong with that baby and start retweeting stuff. And I feel like Jen is not Jen, but I feel like Meredith is within the right to get on her ass. At the end of the day, girl, I never came for your children. You came for mine. Let's be clear. So I'm definitely going to be on your tail. Now, you can talk about me all day long, but don't get on my child, and then don't be trying to out my child or speak on my child's sexuality when they haven't even had the opportunity to speak on it themselves. Who do you think you are? Okay, so let's talk about some things, honey. Okay, so I was definitely with Miss Meredith on that. Jen says that she's tired of apologizing. And I'm like, but Jen, it's your continued behavior. You can apologize all day long, but it's the behavior that you continue to display. And that's why people be on your ass. And I don't understand how you don't get that. How do you not get that, ma'am? You need to change your behavior, and then maybe you'll get some different results, and you won't have to apologize all the time. Check yourself. Let's move on, okay? So Heather and Whitney, they out there hanging out and shopping and stuff. So Heather tells Whitney about how Miss Jen FaceTimed her and wants to link up. You can look on Whitney's face, and Whitney is looking like, girl, I'm not featuring this. I'm not here for it. I don't like it. I know how you get. When it comes to her, I'm not a fan of it at all. Okay. She said, I'm tired of picking you up off the floor when this whole dog you the hell out down to the ground. Okay. I'm tired of picking you up. I was with Whitney on that. Heather says she still believes that she and Jen are true friends. And I'm like, Heather, you just got a soft spot for Jen for whatever reason. And I don't know. And I don't know if I want to know why. I do not understand that. But okay. Let's move on to Jenny. Jenny speaks on how she used to own like a few medical locations. She had a medical clinic and she had about 4 locations. But as she had her children, she was realizing how much of their life she was missing out on. So she decided to give up her business, sell it so that she could spend time at home with her kids. And her husband was excited because that's something that he wanted. He wanted her to be able to be at home, wash these clothes, watch these kids, and do all this other labor. Everything but wipe his and wash his ass, according to Miss Jenny, okay? He talks about and hints at wanting another child. He asked their youngest child, like, yo, do you want another sibling? That little girl said, I don't want to for what? I am the youngest. What do you mean? Want another what? You can keep it where it's at. Don't bring it up here in this house. You hear me? I'm gonna be the baby of this family. No, sir. So that little girl was not playing. And her mama was right along with like, that's right, baby, because you can move along from that conversation because we're not gonna have it no more, and I'm not gonna have no more kids. Okay. I don't blame Jenny for not wanting any more children. Not at all. The husband is out working. She's the person at home. You got to help with homework. You got to help with this. You got to be there for that. No. If you're not going to be over here being just as active as I am, I'm not going to have no mother. No, sir. Not going to do it. But we're going to see that that's going to be an argument between the two come the next episode. And we learned that Jenny actually has her tubes tied and she's not willing to untie them. And I cannot blame Miss Jenny for that. Jenny has just become a part of these housewives. Jenny gonna be trying to be on the go and stuff. She ain't gonna be trying to sit up here and have another child, especially when she got 2 older ones that's gonna be out of school in a minute. Baby, go ahead. Okay, she might change her mind at a later time as she sees that her daughter is getting older and it's like, oh, let me get one more. Okay, that's fine. But right now, no, she's not with it. Let's move on. Okay, so Whitney and the kids. Whitney is working on her Iris and Bow company. She says that she wants it to be $1 billion company. And her husband has said, that's cute and that's fine, but what you're not going to do is allow it to get in between our marriage. And she said, okay, right. And we need to maintain our marriage. We need to be a team at the house, because I don't want to get to a place where I'm going to resent you because I can't run my business how it is that I want to run my business. So you better get with the program. She also goes on to speak on how they not having enough sex. And she blames it, and he blames it on the fact that she's working a lot. And I said, girl, you be honest. Blame it on that man age, because that man old and that man tired. Okay, he don't be feeling like humping and bumping. Maybe he did when y'all first got together, girl, but he don't feel that way no more. This man is tired. Okay, so there's that. We'll see how that's gonna go in the sex department for the two of them. But as we get towards the end of the episode, there's the sit down with Jen and Heather. So Heather calls Jen out for the things that she said about her on social media, talking about her facial features. Right? Really dogging her, really clowning her. And it's like, first of all, Jen, how you gonna sit up there and clown Heather for her facial features when you damn near look the same as her, if not worse? What? Where they do that at? So Jen fires back saying that you've hurt my feelings too. And I said, girl, you should not even dare try to play victim in this situation. You should listen to your friend, because you was the one that did wrong to your friend originally. So for you to turn around and say you hurt my feelings too, no, girl, you was projecting when all of that shit was going on, and you didn't want your friends calling you out for your works. That's what was going on. I didn't like that she flipped the conversation and made it all about her and what somebody else did to her, and not more about what she did to Heather. Because even if Heather did hurt your feelings, right now we're talking about what you did to her. So let's stay on that, and then we'll get to this, okay? Yeah. So Heather says that she thinks Jen is used to saying whatever she wants, they getting away with it. I said true. And if you know that that's how she is, then why are you so eager to be back friends with her? She gonna do it again because that's just how she is. But okay, Heather wants to move past the issues, but says that she wants Jen to recognize her issues and to change. That's not going to happen. It's only going to be for a limited time only. Heather calls out her being treated differently because of her temper. Because y'all know Jen tried to say Heather was like a racist or something like that. And y'all treating me different because I'm a person of color and stuff. And that don't even make sense. And Heather was like, girl, why would I be friends with you if I was a race? Like that don't even go together. And so she says, I really think that it's because of your temper. 1000% is because of her temper. 1000% is how she reacts to people. Okay, and the way she acts with people that's what it's about. Jen tells Heather that she needs to feel like Heather trusts her, and Heather was honest, and I appreciate this. Even though she was leaving the door crack for Jen, I appreciate the fact that she was like, girl, that's gonna take some time for me. Okay, it's gonna take some time for me to get there. Heather tells her, Heather says when someone sends her something with Jen's name on it, saying that this tweet came from Jen, she's not going to be silly to not believe that it's true. No, because it's likely possible that it is indeed Jen. So she's not just going to overlook it. She's not going to do that. And I don't think that she should either. What else she says? She says, even though that may be the case, she's at a place where she's willing to forget, right? And move forward with Jen. Jen tells her that she doesn't think that she's a racist, and she moves forward with apologizing to Heather. And it seems like their friendship is going to be on the up and up until Miss Jen decides to do something else to piss Miss Heather off. But we'll just see how that is going to go. But that's all that I have for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. You guys don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.